Okay, I hope it's bright enough for you. It's a little bit dull this afternoon. Usually I get the sun in here, but yeah, it's a bit overcast. It's very, very warm. Like I say, Neil and I have just come back in from a walk. We're both on a health kick. He's joined me on it now, so yeah, we were rather hot when we got back. So that's it. I've just stitched around them. Okay, so I will. This is just a piece of various pieces of bits of lace and, you know, snippety bits of fabric, and one of those vellum, what is it, a frame, I guess. And I've just put them all together with a brad, and I'm going to make that that way, I think. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be the centerpiece for that one. Yeah, I'll glue it on, I think, when I've finished. This one just made up of all my coffee dyed bits and pieces of paper, fabric, not paper. Look, there's a bit that's fastened over there in the stitching, and that's good because I want this to be grungy. Grungy is my thing. I've done a boho-y one with the pretty lace pocket inside, and the bits that I would put normally on my snippet roll, you know, bits of those on there. That's going to be a pretty one. That one is going to somebody, and so are a couple of the others, a couple of poorly friends. So I thought a little sweet journal might help them. So I'm going to put some papers in these, and then we're going to, shall we do it backwards now? Let's do it forwards. Let's do it the proper way. So we'll come to those in a minute. Those can be the ones I made earlier. Same with this one, as it's got a back to it. Yeah, this, I think. But that needs some lace around the edges. This one, I don't know, maybe that was the back to that. I'm confused now. Oh, I think I had one without a back. Yeah, that was the back to that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I had one made with no back because I wanted to do one with you. That's right. So I've got these two. So that's just plain fabric. These are just bits from my scrappy box. That's going to make a real pretty, you know, more grungy type. These two, I have got one missing because that should have one on it. So what should be on the back of there? Oh, that is there. So I'm doing a couple of nice ones. So there'll be three, you know, like sweet, pretty ones. Yeah, for my poorly friends. Love that one. In fact, I don't know which I'll have on the inside of that one. That's quite bold, isn't it, for the outside? And then, yeah, that'll probably be the inside. So I'm going to stick these together when we get to that point. So I have got one half done because I wanted to do the other half of it with this. So all I've done is literally, not that it's that difficult, just glue stick onto the fabric. When I've done the grungy ones, I've used Fabri-Tac on some of them because the glue stick, you can probably see by the ones that are flopping off, it only holds it temporarily. It's not a long fix. That's the cheap glue stick. The good ones will hold it. Anyway, I'm going to make the back to this, but yeah, it's just fabric basically cut round and stuck on envelopes. So these are, let me tell you the size, because I know you like to know the size. So these are 4.5 inches by 6 1/4, whatever envelope size that is. Yeah, and you can see I have got all of these. So yeah, I need to find lots of things to do with them, but I am doing. But these are going to be fab. I don't think I've done these before. I've done journals this size before, but not in the envelope covers and using up my scrappy bits of fabric. So yeah, I think this could be a long-term make. So get your envelope, glue your flap down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you can find your glue. Oh, I've got Pritt Stick now. Ooh, bit of a gloopy Pritt Stick, yeah. These types of glue don't do well in summer, but never mind. So what shall I put on the back of this? I've got a grungy front, but that doesn't mean I've got one grungy in pink, haven't I? I brought these lovely butterflies that Tanny sent me. Will that one go? A bit more of that. Yeah, let's have a bit more of that because it's small and it's nearly used up. So I just put some glue stick onto my envelope, just like I do with the big ones, if you've seen me. The whole idea of this is just to hold it down until you get to stitch it. Now, if you're not stitching and you don't have to, you could use Fabri-Tac. if you're using Fabri-Tac with fabric, you probably need to, unless you're doing the really grungy ones, you probably need to let it start to get a bit tacky before you put it on, and spread it before, you know, so you've not got big gloopy bits. I did that quite close to the end, didn't I? Yeah, and it's a good idea if you can just let them dry before you cut them out as well, but which I did with some and not others. With these ones it doesn't matter, but you know, I even added lace and more tatty bits. Where's the other one? Here, around the edges. This is like sari silk that I've put in the edge, and little bits of fabric that I had left. But if you're doing a pretty-ish one, I mean, they're still shabby chic look. I don't know where I was going with that. Cut them neat, is that what's saying? I don't know. I think so. Try and cut them neat. I can do neat. I don't enjoy neat. Where's the ones? You're done. You're done. This is the one. This is the one I'm going to back it onto. So, and then decide what your focal point is going to be, because you might want to stitch it on. I'm not sure that does go, actually. I think that might need to be another grungy back. Let's bear with me a minute while I reach under the table. Now, my back is a lot better, so I need to be careful what I'm doing. Yeah, it does work, babying it and looking after it, doesn't it? I know that. I don't think you're going to be big enough, are you? Are you doubled over? No. I want to do it in one piece, so that, yeah, let's use a piece of that. Oops. So I'm showing you the simple way, and then those of you that like to do the grungy stuff, you can work out, can't you, how to stick grungy onto grungy, how to stick bits together. You probably already do it. I'll probably get really grungy with these the more I go on. And this was quite fun, because this was like my snippet roll, like I do my snippet rolls. I just grabbed things out of my little bag and, you know, sort of half stuck them. They're not completely stuck down, you know, and I'm not stitching that or anything, so that's how it will be. It will be flappy unless I put more glue under it. That's just a knot out of a piece of tied sari silk. Yeah, some net, and there's things under the net, things over the net. I had a big piece of that blue, but it didn't quite fit up there, so I put another piece over the top. That's why it looks like that. But yeah, I enjoyed doing the snippety one as well. Oh, I'm just about going to fit. I think I might rip this. See if it'll rip in a straight line. Do I want it to rip in a straight line? Yeah, that's super. Screw that up. I do keep it screwed up, this material, because I like the creases in it. It's not laziness. Honestly, I screw it up when it's wet and let it dry screwed up as well. Yeah, I have got some more waiting to be done. I've got loads. I've got a right pile in the greenhouse waiting for coffee dye. The thing is, it's either too hot or too cold down there. It's been a funny old year weather-wise so far. I didn't check if this was the side I wanted. I mean, it is double-sided and they're both nice, but yeah, so I've got a lighter side and a darker side there. And then you let them dry. So I've got another single one now, haven't I? Yes. Let them dry, and we've got some here dried. I'll do the two that haven't got the fronts on. Yeah, let's do these two. I've lost one. It keeps hiding, that one, doesn't it? And then I like some lace around the edge. Now, you don't have to. Oops, I don't know why I didn't get all this out, but like I say, we've not long been back from our walk. I sat here with a coffee. I was going to have a half an hour or so, but I thought, oh, I'm sat here, I might as well turn the camera on and do. So let's find some lace to go around these. I like the big bits that I can cut, you know, cut into a few pieces. And that's quite a nice one. Let's do with some of that. Now, it doesn't have to match. You know, you don't have to have the same all the way around. You don't even have to have the lace all the way around, but that, you know, that's so nice. I could have that on top of it, couldn't I? Or on top of one, perhaps not on top of that because it's not see-through enough. Right, we'll save that one for another day. Let's go with something else. You know, ooh, I do like a bit of broad angle. I usually like it cut down a bit though. Let's have a look. And more cottony pieces. You are, aren't you? I think that's it. Okay, there's plenty there to choose from. Not that one, right. Definitely like that one. So that will probably do a top and a side. Don't do it that way, Denise. About there. And like I say, I'm not very particular when I'm doing shabby chic, and I'm just grabbing my glue, hang on, and grungy, you know, I'm not really neat, because you want that shabby look, don't you? At least shabby, if not worse. You know, if not very distressed. And this is why I have to let these dry before I can sew them. Trust me, do not sew on wet glue. It is the worst thing. You'll find yourself in all sorts of problems with your needle. Yeah, so I'm going to have one there, down that side and across there. Might not even quite meet, but that's all right. And then a different one across the bottom. In fact, I might make that the bottom because it's not too far out, is it? And the other one might stick out quite a bit more. So am I going to use this? Again, that's far too beautiful to hide in there. Right, as you know, I don't do header tape or whatever it's called, gathering tape. Oh dear. And it's saying yes, and I don't rip. That's how you know it's a modern lace. Oh, got it. Got it. Lovely. And that's distressed it a bit more, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm going to have this one stuck out a bit more. So I get, you know, a lot of that pattern, that eyelet pattern out there. Oops. Let's put the lid on that. And you could do this with glue stick as well, but I don't really want it to move around when I'm sewing it, and sometimes your material does when you glue stick it. So yeah, I'm on a health kick. I have been resting my back 'cause I had a bad back, but other than that, I have been getting healthy, eating healthy, and walking, basically, and trying to improve my sleep. Where's the bit that's left? We're even going to have a snippet left over, look for me, snippet rolls. Yeah, and I'm feeling much better for it. The idea is to, well, I started it with the idea that, well, I wanted to be fitter generally, I guess. But I want to be fitter for my holiday in September, so we can go and do, you know, a lot of fun things without having to rest all the time, or, you know, thinking about where I'm going because I can't walk far. And yes, I'm trying to, hopefully there won't be any setbacks along the way, but we'll see. But at the moment, and it's the weather for it, you always feel more like it when it's the weather, don't you? So Neil's, bless him's, joined me. Just eating healthy and walking, that's it. There's nothing else. That's pretty. Yeah, we definitely want that on the outside. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so all I'm going to do then is, because I've got to wait for that to dry anyway, I might as well have some good stuff in the middle, hadn't I? I'm just going to glue the two together. Now with my grungy ones, I did the same on both envelopes. I put a bit of grungy stuff rather than lace around one, and I did it around the other as well, just to give that depth. I'll show you in a minute. Where do I get this stuck on? You want to try and get your envelopes together. It doesn't matter too much if you don't, but it does make life easier for putting your signatures in and what have you. What have I done? I've trapped my lace. There wasn't much lace there anyway, so don't. Yeah, it looks like there's a gap, doesn't it? I had a spare bit. Where was it? It was bigger than that. Would you believe the little desk elf has stolen it? What did I do with it? I just flung it. Yes, I did. I just flung it. Here it is. Hey, behave. Right. Well, they're not stuck there because I didn't put any glue in there, so we're all right. Do I want all of you? Yep, I think I do. Maybe I don't. Well, you see, change my mind. Woman's prerogative, they say. Whoops. Because I'm stitching this, it will be, you know, once it's the glue's grabbed, it will be held down properly. Whoops. With some stitching. Yeah, that's better. Double is better than a gap, I think. There. Yeah, that's going to be really nice when it's stitched round and filled. I will show you it when it's done, but it won't be done today. So the same here. I will do the same with this. I'm not going to do it now, but I will put some lace or some ribbon or something around it and stitch it down. And the same with that one. That will probably have grungy stuff around it, like the one I'm about to show you in a minute. How many more have I got? Oh, are you a spare one? Yeah, you're a spare one. We just made you, didn't we? There's another grungy one. I might stick some more bits on those. I will show you them, but like I say, they won't be done today. So then, once they're stuck, I've just done a single zigzag all the way around, and because it was glued, it was really easy. Nothing much moved apart. Because I've got this on the back and I sewed that way, it did fold over as it often does, but I've just snipped it. See, there's a tiny hole there. Snipped it, put it up again, and then run a few stitches over it, and it's fine. So that will be like a little pockets. Not like pockets, there will be pockets. And this one, which is full of fun stuff at the side. So I've got some gauze, some sari silk, a bit of crocheted edging there, bit of sari silk there, all the little bits, all the bits that are cut off, like here, this little bit of lace, I either stuck, stitched. Look, you can see that one's flipped up, but I quite like it. Yeah, I'm loving the grungy ones. I think I'll be mass making some of those. And like I say, this one is going to have this on, so I think I'm going to glue this on now and then put this one on one side and do it when it's dry. Or would I be better? I'm going to be manhandling it. Change my mind. I'll ball that out. We'll put it to one side, but I'm going to fill it before I glue that on. Okay, and then all I've brought to fill them are just some random double-sided digitals from my spares. So they're from everybody you see me work with. They're from Tanya, they're from Tina. Some are Nanine's. I think that's it. There might be one, there might be more. Oh, I've got a bit of a sweat on. So, I'm literally just going to fold them in half. That's all I'm going to do to sew a signature in, but I think they want quite a thick signature in, so I won't crease it too much in the middle till I've sewn it. I might always put some, definitely on this one, some lace on the outside as well. I'm folding the wrong way. Let me get my bone folder. It feels like it's pulling out this way instead of going in that way. That's it. We'll just encourage it to go the right way. That's better. Be easier for sewing in. So yeah, I want a fairly thick amount of pages in it because, like I say, just one signature. I don't know, I might sew them with some embroidery floss rather than because it's just a bit softer than the waxed thread. That's it. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is try and make a template one. So I wanted to sit inside the stitching, so just under 15 centimetres by 10. So that is 15 is where 6, not quite, it's less than 6 inches across and 4 inches down. What did I say, 15 by 10. So some of these have got the edges on them, but we are about 30. So I can fold these in half, especially these ones that have not got the edging on. What did I say I wanted to? Oh yeah, that's it. I was thinking, that's not going to sew in there, is it? That's not right. No, because it's double the size. This paper does not like to rip. I just want a template is what I want for my size, and then the others I can just... Oh, you do not like to rip, do you? I'll just tear with my ruler. Like that. Okay, so it's got the rip out of it there. So, no, that's still too wide. What made me think that that was... Oh, that's the width. Do you know, sometimes... Well, not sometimes, quite often actually. Let's do it on there. It'll just make life easier, and I've got these lines to follow. So I want it where? About there. Right, I've got lines, so I'm going to cut it with scissors. All I wanted was a template. Goodness. To make life easy. So yeah, that's going to be about the perfect size. Got a little lump out of it, but I don't mind. Are you the same? Yeah, so it's like a quarter of a page really, wasn't it? Yeah, but some of the pages have got that on. White edges, so that's going to be a problem. Okay. Let's see if it works then. Just taking the edges off and folding them into 4. We'll give it a go. Because I don't want the same pages in them all. So let me do a few. And see how it works out. Right, see if I've got any that not necessarily got the... They've all got a border on one side, haven't they? That one hasn't. And that one hasn't. See, after you said that. Border, border. And you don't. For all the lovely dark ones. And they're all Tanya's, I think. Mostly Tanya's. Okay. Oops, sit there. I need some room. Let's get some room here. Can't rip without room, can I? Right, I'm just going to give it one more go, but no, it doesn't want to. I just don't understand why the paper won't rip. You ever known paper not rip? I mean, it will. It'll tear. But it won't tear where I want it to. Even when I'm doing this, look, I'm getting finicky little edges. So let me think if I've got anything to tell you while I'm cutting my pages up before I decide to turn the camera off and do it off camera. I know you guys don't always like that, do you? What news have I got? So I've started the new Flower Fairy journal. I might have been a bit confusing about the giveaway. I am going to do another Flower Fairy journal alongside this one, and that one will be the giveaway. This one that I'm making, that I started the day before yesterday. I think you might have seen it yesterday. Yeah, that's not the giveaway one. It will be a single signature, just because posting a 3 signature journal, should somebody win it overseas particularly, and I want you guys overseas to be in it. You know, you do make up a lot of my subscribers and watchers, so I want it to be inclusive. There's that good old educational talk for you, speech for you. So yeah, I will just make a 1 signature one. It will be beautiful and it will be full of fairies, and you will see me make it. I will make it alongside this one, and it will be one of Tanya's. I think I'm going to use the other fairy kit that I used for my sisters, so that we're not doing, you know, 2 the same at the same time. So yeah, it will be a giveaway as soon as it's finished, and I am doing it alongside the fairy journal. I've still got Anton's journal to finish, the one with the beautiful European windows in the middle. I've actually got a few journals to finish, if truth be told. I noticed the other day when I was going through everything, I've still got the steampunk journal that I started, and it's like 90% done. I still haven't quite finished that. I don't know what's to do in it because I haven't opened it, but it's not, I know I put it away and it wasn't quite done, so. And I've got a bride journal with practically nothing done in it, just the cover and some pages. I think it might even just be a cover, I don't know. Okay, how many have we got there? Well, there's only 2 left, so bear with me while I do these. All the snippet rolls have gone, sold. I don't know when I told you about those. Was it only yesterday? I think it probably was. I will make some more, but you know they are a long, slow make, and I have to sit at the sewing machine, so I haven't been doing that particularly. Not long, you know. You have to sit there a while for those. Just for a quick zip round a cover, I don't mind, but it's not just that really. It's picking it up and carrying it around. I shouldn't really be doing it till I get my back. That's another reason, you know, my bad back will be better for a bit of weight loss and a bit of exercise. So, because it has been really playing me up, hasn't it, these last few months? So, yeah, you just feel more like it, don't you, when the weather's nice. Definitely feel more cheerful. I don't know if it's because I think I'm going to be out of pain for the rest of the summer or what, I don't know. I'll keep you posted. Although you'll probably know before me. You must be able to tell my moods when I'm filming and talking and what have you. Okay, we got there. Last one. Yeah, these are Midnight Meadows. I love these pages. Okay, so we've got all dark pages, but that's all right. That's not really a dark book, is it? Do I want all dark in there? I don't know. Let's do this one then. Let me take one of each and see. I'll move them about in a minute. How many pages I've got there with my selection? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I normally do 12, don't I? I know you wanted me to count. Oh, look at that green one. Oh, it's not green, but it's got a green tinge to it. So that's 12. So we're going to go with 12. Now I've got to fold them all in half again, aren't I? So Simba has become a bit of a home cat again. He's been. I think it's probably because I've been downstairs a lot resting. The sofa bed downstairs is like it kind of opens out. Well, it opens out into a sofa, but it opens out into a bed, but you know, huge. It nearly fills the room. It's yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a day bed. I suppose you could sleep on it, but yeah, it opens out lovely, and it's nice and firm. And I found for resting my back during the day, it's much better, much better for me than the bed, than our bed. So I've been sitting down on there with my legs up in various poses, is it? Poses to make my back better. And so I think that's why he's become an indoor cat. During the day, he's not enjoying the day. During the night, he's off on his adventures, and not all the day, but you know, a good few hours he's curled up on there with me, and it's become his new routine. He gets himself in a corner, and I'll put a picture in the vlog if I capture him in the photo. So yeah, he's becoming a little indoor cat again at the moment. But yeah, as soon as sort of 7 o'clock-ish, he starts stretching and he's like, I think I'll have some supper, please, Mum. And I'll have it now. There's a little play around the house, a little bit of a chitter to me, and then he's like at the door. He doesn't meow at the door, just sits patiently waiting for somebody to notice that he's sat there. And that one a bit sideways on. Oh, I think I need that at the front because I love it. Right, I shouldn't be too picky about what I have wear because It's not that sort of a journal. Notebook, whatever. Lots of space actually, isn't there, for writing. Now, as I build this, because it's got so many pages and it's so small, the middle ones are going to, you know, stick out. But I don't think I'm going to trim it. I think I'm just going to live with how it is, because I don't want it to be hard work. I want it to be a quick make. See what I mean? Now they kind of, and then they'll go back in again there. And one of those had a sticky out bit on it. There we go. You haven't now. So yeah, I'm going to live with it like that. Don't mind. Because this is a grungy one, with some of the others I'll tear all the way around rather than cut them, I think. But let's sew this in. And I think by the time I've done one, that will be, where's all my, usually have a few of these out. That will be my time up, especially seeing as I'm once again filming on the day I want to upload. So it needs to be not very long, because it doesn't do that very quickly. Okay, so I've got some writing on that front one. It's the only one, I think. Let's double check. All the others will go either way. No, you've got writing on you, but luckily you're the right way up. So I'm having this side as the front. So let's clip it on there. Now I could make it a lot fatter actually than I have done. I could, shall I put something in the middle? Do I want something in the middle of it? No, not this one. I'll experiment with some of the more grungy ones, I think. Just going to look for some thread. Bear with me. I know I've got that, but I don't know if I've got embroidery thread in here. Don't think I have. That's a shame. No, so it looks like being this. I'll have to put some in here, won't I? So I've always got some here. So this one I'm going to sew with this. Yeah. Oops. One, I'm just going to do the 3-hole to pamphlet stitch. My go-to sewing in. I am going to have to put holes through it with the brad though. Oh, that's my normal. My favourite. Oh, there it is. I didn't think it was in there. Gosh, I'm sure my eyes are getting worse. And the last time I had my eyes tested, it wasn't a year ago. It was a few months ago, wasn't it, when I got new glasses? They said I had, in fact, they told me the time before as well. What is it? Macular, was it disease or something like that? Anyway, there's something wrong. There's something about the back of your eye drying out. So I have to have them tested every year now. She said she told me that last time, but I don't remember. And I didn't. I think I went 3 years, but yeah, I'm definitely noticing there's something. I'm wondering if I've strained them watching my phone so much, or working on my phone, I should say. I think that's quite a possibility as well, so don't know. Neil said to me, you'll have to start watching or doing whatever you're doing on your laptop rather than your phone, because it's a bigger screen. Oh, come on. Don't make me get me pliers out. Oh, got it. That threatened it, didn't it? So I've not measured or anything. I've just pulled the holes through randomly, shall we say. This is a grungy one, so I can just use that as the excuse. Probably didn't make that hole big enough, or I did. But I think I've gone through that string. Let's pull it through and then we'll deal with that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have. Pull this one up. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, it's not through much, but it is through just there. Just through one thread of it, I think. That's it. We're free. Okay, so one either side, and then take these off because they are buckling it a little bit. That's it. Let it lay flat before I tie it. Yep, nice and tight there. I mean, these are small enough actually that you could just sew through. You wouldn't have to do the 3-hole. You could just do 2. I'm just going to do one more knot. I don't want 3 in it. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to cut them short inside it. Okay, what have we got? Not exactly a mass make on camera, but it will be when I've made all those. That might be crying out for something there, I don't know. What it is going to need is, you know, because it's quite thick, the cover, it's going to need perhaps that iron or something heavy stood on it for a little while. I'm really pleased with these papers. They're lovely. They all kind of go together, don't they? Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, I think I'd like this more with, you know, raggy sticking over the end. You know, scrap box papers, really. That is quite a thick knot. It is very thick, that. It's thicker than my usual waxed thread. It's the one that I got with originally with the needles and the awl. I'm just trying to, you know, give it a bit of memory about where it should be. Squeezing them flat a bit because, you know, there are 13, 26, 52 pages in it. Oh, I love that front page there. That's gorgeous. Now, of course, you could put a photograph in there. You could put a pocket. You could put some hand stitching through. That might be nice, actually. You know, some nice black thread. I might do that. I might do some hand stitching through it. Yeah, I'm loving that. Love it. So, like I say, the pretty ones, this one, I'll put some prettier papers in it. I've got plenty. I might as well use them up. Yeah, so this one will have pretty papers in it, and I will show you it either in the vlog or in a video or two's time. But I'm not going to do it today because I've sat long enough. I'll show you them all. What I will do with this is put a clip. I often do this with my little ones. Put a clip on it on its spine to, you know, suggest that that is what it might like to do. In fact, I might put 2. You know, now if I leave it like that a day or two, it won't completely flatten it, but it does, you know, it squashes it down quite a lot. Could even put one on there, couldn't I? Look. But it won't happen quickly. It will have to be a day or two. You know, if I come in an hour's time and take that off, it will be twing, spring open again. So, yeah, I'll take that off to show you and to take a thumbnail picture of it. But that is what I will be doing with it until it stops doing that. Now, if I'd have put a spine in, it wouldn't do that. But, yeah, I didn't want to in this one. Be doing. This is going to be lovely on here. Looking forward to getting that one done. This one I just put a brad through some, well, gauze, some little scrappy bits of vintage lace or doily, whichever, and just put the brad through there so that when that is glued on there, and it's well away from the edge so the sewing machine won't sew over it. You know, it's all hidden in, so that'll be a nice one. I'm going to have to put clips on them and to take a picture of them. That's going to be a nice one, isn't it? And I love that blue one we did together, that one, when it's stitched. What's from where? I don't know. That one, that's going to be really nice. A real cutie. I like the dark side, actually. I suppose you could... Oh, let's put a clip on it. I have to take a photograph of them with clips on. You could sit for hours and squash it, but... Maybe if I just put one that side, there was one of those pretty ones in here. Let's use that. Yeah, let's put that on it for now. Doesn't look quite so ugly, does it? Okay, yeah, I enjoyed that one. Where's that one from? I've forgotten now. There. Love this marking on here. Yeah, they're going to be pretty. Okay, that's it for now. I will see you tomorrow with that scrap box, which is absolutely heaving. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.